of men who are older and kind of predatorial or pedophilic, they'll go after women who are younger, like 40-year-old men out here dating women in their early 20s. A lot of times.
What's up, YouTube? Poor Man Podcast back with another video. Today's video is Kevin Samuels, do women get more value with time? Question mark. All right. So this is a question. Do women get more value with time? Who knows? But we finna find out. But before I get into the video, gotta do the YouTube stuff. The goal is 10,000 subscribers by June. All right. It's a crazy goal, but it's my goal. I believe you should dream big. The only way I'm gonna get there, though, is if y'all give me the HBO special. You know what the HBO special is? That's the Help a Brother Out special, all right? So go and help a brother out and hit the like and the subscribe button for more content. I'm going to give y'all a second to do that. All right, now let's get into it. Kevin Samuels, do women get more value with time? Let's take a moment to read what it says on here. This is a woman's response to that. She says, rule number 1, most human beings do not look at themselves as products. Only toxic men objectify women. That is not a character trait of a high-value man. If you look at the screen, I don't know if you're just listening or watching. If you're watching, you can see on the screen, this is what it's saying. That was rule number 1. Rule number 2 is celibacy is used as a tool to help women spiritually connect with themselves and their higher power. It is also wise to hold off temporarily before having sex with a new man. It is not to be used as a form of control or to achieve a specific outcome. I do agree with that rule. You shouldn't be trying to hold on to your virginity in order to, or hold out in order to get more from a man. Rule number 3, men who lack self-discipline rush into sex with women, with any women they find attractive enough to do so. No high-quality man rushes into sex. He is protecting his lineage, body, and money, so he is selective. Obviously, rule number 1 is something I highly disagree with in terms of toxic men objectify women. That is not the characteristic trait of a high-value man. I don't understand how you could say that when women objectify themselves in attempts to get a high-value man. That's just off the rip. This is not a character trait of a high-value man. I don't know what high-value man doesn't judge women based off of their looks. I'm not gonna, get too far into it before we get into the video. Number 3, I also don't agree with that one. Men who have high value always rush into sex. That's almost what I've hung out with a lot of NFL players, and I'm here to tell you now, they're not holding out to protect their lineage or whatever. All right, they're not holding out of sex. That's just not what they're doing. And they have tons of money, if that's what you qualify as a high-value man. But let's get into the video. I had to go ahead and address that because I was on the front screen. Let's go.
I have no personal vendetta against Kevin Samuels. I don't like hypergamy gurus the same way I don't like misogyny gurus. So my opinion about this man has nothing to do with who he is on a personal level, and it's just an opinion, and it's not something to get all crazy about, okay? Okay, let's normalize canceling the whole women expire at the age of 30 crap. Like, people rush women into accomplishing goals, being married, having kids by like 30, and that's just absurd.
Well, the reason they do that is because, historically speaking, humans have known. Like, if you go to Nigeria and Kenya and other, even Eastern countries in general, they want these women to be married by 25 to 30. And they put pressure on them because they know that after 30, you start losing value. All right, now you can delay that with being very, if you're just naturally pretty, or if you keep your body fit, you can delay some of those things. But it is what it is. It's the truth. And these Eastern countries, these Eastern cultures, they already know. All right, so that's just off the rip. Let's continue.
Right now, and for me, it's like guys are still trying to holler at me the same way. Guys are still out here proposing the same way they were when I was younger. It's different. It's like I've learned a lot as I've gotten older, but I can still have the same kind of lifestyle that I had when I was in my early 20s. It's just I'm choosing to not have that lifestyle, if you know what I mean. And a lot of younger men try to get at me all of the time. And the reasoning behind it is because of the level of maturity, the emotional intelligence, and because I have a lot of things that younger girls do not have, like a house, a car. But what a lot of these young guys also need to factor in.
See, and here's the thing. This is where the disconnect comes in. This is where you relate attention to wanting to provide and protect you for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? So right now she's saying, well, I'm 40 and young men are still coming and talking to me, right? What kind of young men? Let's be honest. The texts haven't died. Okay, but let's be honest about the men that they're after. I mean, that are looking for you. All right, because you said one of the reasons why, well, I'll give the reasons why she said because of the emotional maturity and because she has things like a house. I'm willing to bet is more of the second, more of the house thing, more of the fact that he could become a homosexual if he just convinces you that he's in love with you and he's 22 years old. I'm willing to bet that's the case. So if you do go into a relationship with one of these men that you think that are after you to protect and provide for the rest of your life, they're going to suck you dry. All right. I think from what it looks like, she's in Atlanta. I want to say there are so many finesses in Atlanta. You will get finessed out your goddamn clothes on your back. Everything that ain't screwed down is going away. They're going to take everything from you. All right. And so this attention that you think you're getting, it isn't to protect or provide for you for the rest of your life. It's to suck you dry. Pause. Let's continue.
I have a son. He will be 3 in May. So if you're a younger guy and you're not ready to be a father, or you can't even imagine yourself being a stepfather or being in a leadership role or mentor or a role model role, then you need not date someone who, number one, has children, number two, who is significantly older than you. So do we age like fine wine, measured in time? We get better. Yes, we do. I think because we learn more. You know, we have more knowledge. You know, we just understand a lot more than we used to. And we might have tried more stuff, so we're experienced. So we get better in a lot of ways. But if you are the type of man where you're looking for someone who is younger, or someone that you would like to mold yourself, then you would want someone who is unexperienced. They have an empty cup. Exactly. So a lot of men who are older and kind of predatorial or pedophilic, they'll go after women who are younger. Like 40-year-old men out here dating women in their early 20s. A lot of times these women in their early 20s have no clue who they are yet.
Why does he have to be a pedophile because he wants a woman that's youthful and that he can mold? Why would a man that has a lot of money, that's 45 years old, want to get with the woman that comes with baggage, that comes with emotional baggage is what I mean when I say baggage, but that's not even including having an actual child. You know what I mean? Why is it seen as pedophilia, I guess, is what I'm saying, if a man desires a woman that has youth, which shows fertility? Get it together. Like the jealousy is bleeding out. All right. You understand that it's about that time, but that's okay. Everybody gets older. Just chalk it up to the game. You decided to use your time to, I don't know, further your career or to, I don't know, lollygag. I don't know what you did with your time, but now it's someone else's time. So don't be a hater now that your years are up and the young girls are taking over. That's what happens. Let's continue. Let's go ahead and wrap this one up.
They're grown legally, but mentally they are not there. Like, I remember how I was in my 20s versus how I am, now. And there were so many things that I did not understand about relationships, about finances, about marriage, about my health, about, just so many things that I needed to learn. And women in their early 20s, it's just stuff that they don't know yet. So it's easy to turn them into the type of woman that you want them to be. But at the same time, once they catch on, they're not even going to be a good fit for you anymore.
Okay. All right. So we see where that went. Okay. It ended up to be a jealous rant with nice piano music in the background to make it sound like it was Kids Bop or whatever it may be, or a John Legend song. But it was pretty much her hating on younger women and saying that men are shallow if they want a woman that looks good. That's all it was. Nothing more, nothing less. Till next time, people.